gathered all of us and made us sit in a bench, and then he asked whether we were cookies or not. Then so as to to defend ourselves, we said we were miso, and then the guy, he actually agreed to let us go already. But then the mob nearly came down on that guy too, thinking he was trying to support us, and even asked the guy whether he was our family member or not. Then a guy with large, holding a big bamboo, he was he hit my head, and then I fell down on the road. But luckily I did not lose my consciousness. I started I stood up and I was searching for my family members. We were all separated. I turned back and I saw my auntie carrying the baby. She was carrying the baby the whole time. She was lying on the road, and women folk were hitting the baby. The crowds, most of the crowds were men, but then there were even women of around the same age as my mother. The women, the Merapai bees, they are known to be the peacekeepers of the community, one of the largest women folk community here in Manipur. And they were involved, in adolescent boys and women and mostly men. And the women they did not even spare the baby. The women were hitting the baby, slapping and punching the baby, but my aunt, she tried her best to cover the baby. So luckily the baby is fine, but my aunt, she got hit several times on her head. And then on the street, I was looking around searching for my family, and then to my right I saw my brother running on the road trying to escape from the mob, but then he was chased. I ran up to him, and then he fell down on the roadside near an electric post. I went up to him and tried and laid on him, trying to cover him up as a human shield. And the crowd, the mob, they came running up to us and pushed me away from my brother. And they were busy with my brother at that time. Like I've said, they were mostly attacking men, but they don't even spare us as well. And a guy from the mob, he whispered to me to run if I wanted to leave, while the mob were busy with my brother. And then I did not have any choice, since I can't go to my brother too. I started running in the opposite direction, away from the mob. I turned back once and I saw my cousin sister. I ran to her, and near my cousin sister, my aunt was also on the road, lying on the road. Then I pulled her up, and the three of us and the baby, we started running in the opposite direction. And I turned back for the last time, and on the road I saw my brother lying on the road covered with blood, and my mother was right beside my brother. And the mob, they were clapping and laughing at my brother, like it was some sort of achievement for them. Like I've said, a guy, he asked us whether we were cookies or not, and to defend ourselves, we said we were miso, and the guy have already agreed to let us go. But a guy from the backside shouted, "Cookies, street misos, they're all the same, and let us go. Let us kill them, or if we're not going to do that, let them go already."